We're talking about money. Ching, 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 ching. So what do we have here? How much will Supercell make? So today we're gonna break it down, how much money they do make, how much they made last year, how much will they make on the update, and here is some cool stuff. So this is from Think Gaming. This is a really cool website. I'll have these links in the description below, but look at this, guys. Number 4 on the list with Clash of Clans. Actually, number 5 on the list per day. This is May 4th. They made $388,478 and new installs about 30,000. So just to give you a framework. Now, that is on the daily basis. So let's get back to the company who made Clash of Clans is worth more than Evernote, Eventbrite, and BuzzFeed. So with the new update, guys, they are gonna get some serious dough. Just imagine here. I'll give a little backstory and then I'll get to the amount of how much they might actually make on this new update that's about to come out. So Supercell generated, look at this guy, 2.3 billion. Now that's all the company's profit in 2015 here. But this came out in March 2016, this article. So that's higher than Evernote, BuzzFeed, and Eventbrite combined. That is insanity if you think about it. Heck, you know, those are some serious companies as well. So, you know, over 100 million Evernote users to compete with that. So, another article here. So just imagine that was 2015, and then so in 2016 you would think it increases. Certainly with Clash Royale ever increasing and ever getting more popular, you know their revenue is going to be off the chains amazing. So now we get to the beautiful, wonderful, here's from Clash of Clans estimated per the day, but what about the beautiful update? What are they going to make on it? So here's some estimates. I found the official players. There might be roughly 20 million players out there, maybe active players. I've tried to find some good estimates. I'm going to do another video. Be sure to watch that on the number of players. I really go into depth. But say we'll take 20 million. And let's take 10% of that 20 million, say 2 million, and say average the 2 million people, they're going to average spending $9.99. Imagine, you know, that $9.99 special, it pops up when you do it. You know they're going to have it. So if they're going to add new troops or new buildings or who knows what they're going to add, they're going to have a special, you know, get 1,200 gems, also get tons of loot and elixir so you can build the new stuff and upgrade your new units in the update. So just imagine that, guys. So 2 million people are going to spend $9.99. That will give them a profit in one single day, $19,980,000. Crazy! Are you kidding me? Oh, so that's the rough estimate. That's just the average. So what about 1 million people? Okay, so you know, Halo Okraheads, 2 million people aren't going to spend $9.99. That's crazy. Okay, let's take it down to 1 million people spending $4.99, an average of $4.99. How much money will they make in a day? That's $4,990,000 from Clash of Clans Supercell. Oh my goodness, where is that coming from? So, heck, you know what? Just to have some more fun, well, what about, let's take it to 500,000, say. 500,000 people are going to spend, say, $9.99. Say an average of $9.99 is going to be spent from 500,000 core players. You know, that's counting big YouTubers. People will spend thousands of dollars. Somebody will spend no dollars at all. Of course, the average here. So even at 500,000 at $9.99, they're still going to rake in $4,995,000 on one single update. It is astronomically huge. And imagine if you watched my my other sneak peek video. I'll link that about the maybe 6th builder. That'll even increase more people wanting to buy gems. Look at that. They're going to need the firepower $49.99 to get those gems up. So that is really cool stuff. So I don't know. Supercell, these updates make them tons of money. And if you didn't think about that, well, now you know. Because say an average, so it's per person per day at 2 million players. So let's kind of, how much is per person per player spending? 19 cents per day. That's 19 cents per person per day, taking the 2 million players, say the active, people who are purchasing things at 2 million. That's 19 cents. That's crazy. That's crazy indeed. I mean, again, those are taking from the 20 million. Now, there are estimates of over 100 million people playing this game, but I'll get into that. And yeah, so let me show you some replays. We faced against Dark Looters, by the way. Hey, let me show you my attack. Why not? Well, you can see my attack in my awesomeness, and I'll keep talking about this revenue and kind of the craziness. So with 30,000 downloads per day, again, I'm going to have a whole video on this, on how the number of people maybe going to be downloading the game. But let's stick to the revenue, shall we? Just using some giants over here to clear it. Man, this was a nice attack here. So, guys, that is a lot of money. They make, again, it was about 388,000 they made on the 4th. That was today. I'm recording this May 4th. So about almost $400,000 per day just on Clash of Clans. And that's not counting Clash Royale and all the all their other guns, but just Clash of Clans. That spike from about 400,000 to maybe the low estimate. So the lowest estimate we had was 4,990,000. That is astronomical. I mean, that's going to be huge. That's going to give us, obviously they're getting some bonuses. Somebody at Supercell's getting the bonuses big time, or they're doing a lot. Of course, they spend a lot of money on probably, the trailer and all the advertising and all that. That costs a lot of money as well. But of course, they are net profiting huge amounts of money. 2.3 billion it was in 2015. Now, I couldn't find the 2016 numbers, guys, but I did find an article. Roughly each Supercell employee is worth about over $5 million, and that was dated in 2015, I believe. So we don't even know what the dates are for 2016 or 2017. That was the kind of stats I found. You can kind of search for that as well if you're up for it. Now, Supercell hasn't really, they haven't officially, I don't think, released the actual dollar amount, but based on estimates, based on, I guess, algorithm things in the game, or maybe, I don't know, there's a mix. I couldn't find an actual article of Supercell stating it, but people were polling this from her. But look at that 2-star, guys. Look at that. We had a hard time getting that one down, and I did have a fail on 4, unfortunately, but I'm not going to show that one. Let's just show some, let's show some of these, let's show a Town Hall 9, shall we? And we'll keep talking. So if you're new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm going to be providing some really cool stuff going forward. Not only strategy, I really work on war strategy. I really try to help you get better at the game. Not just war, but just better. If you don't like warring, you still should watch my videos because it'll help you trophy push as well. You'll be a great trophy pusher. You can dominate the cities. So anyways, how much money do you spend? How much money have you spent in Clash of Clans yourself? That's interesting. Now, I've spent not too much, maybe I think $30 on Clash of Clans, something like that, 30 to 40, and some of that was a gift card. So I try to keep it to a minimum. And heck, I'm a smaller YouTuber, so I could spend more, but I try not to. And honestly, will I spend money on the new update? I might. I actually might. If it's a lucrative deal, and they're probably going to do it. They're going to put that $9.99 there, and they're going to give you something special for it. So it's so tempting, especially if you start a new Town Hall. If you see all my mini series, I started a mini account. I've done a lot of series on that. I'm on Town Hall 8 now. I did purchase some gems to get those builders up and running, and it's so enticing. It has no idea how enticing it is when you get to that new Town Hall level. Oh my goodness. So how much have you spent? Let me know. So one guy in my clan spent over like $10,000. Crazy indeed, my friends. Anyways, yeah, it was really cool. Definitely check out the links I provide here for you. You can verify it. That thinking website is really cool. You do have to pay a subscription, and I didn't pay for it to get the really detailed information. You can get the overlay. I think Clash Royale is about 1.3 million per day. At least on the 4th it was at revenue. In Clash Royale, it is definitely a little more, maybe a little more popular now, but Clash of Clans is going strong. There are a lot of players who are dedicated to the game, so it can feel lonely out there in the sense of how many people are playing. But you got to watch my next video that I'm going to post about the number of players in Clash of Clans and how many of us are out there truly, and you'll find out. The kind of is the best numbers I can find for sure. So hopefully you'll tune back for that. And yeah, I have some really good stuff coming out, guys. But look at this beautiful attack. You know, look at that beautiful attack indeed. It is beautiful. It is glorious. And it's a great way to end the video. So please subscribe to this amazing channel. Yeah, why not? Yes, you will get richer. Spend that money on the update, guys. Spend it. I say spend it, or ask for it. Or maybe someone will be able to donate some gems to you, as one of my theories is that you'll be able to do that, or at least donate loot. So, please subscribe. Please clash on. Halo out.